world of windmills, dreams, and steady sparks of light. Model cars, giant schematics, pop culture in full flight. Sci-fi worlds he brings to life, each piece placed just so right. Step by step, a marvel grows in his hands, pure midnight. Waves, world building dreams, a vision clear as day. Every model, every scene, crafted his own way. Engines growl in his care, sci-fi ships taking air. Journey grand in his mind, through his YouTube lair. In each frame the universe blooms, tools and time in tune. Passion drives every beat, a symphony in his room. From classic rides to space-time, details deep, he's our guide. Worlds imagine taking flight, shining in the studio light. From classic rides to space-time, details deep, he's our guide. Worlds imagined taking flight, shining in the studio light.
Good evening, all. Oh, look, I'm small. Let's make it big. There we go. And push that back just a touch. Just a touch. There we go. Ah, I'm all happy. How the devil are you, Lou? Look, I put all the little details in. So the front ring is done of the 2001 Space Station 5. So the back section, the good thing is I watched this guy on YouTube who made a little mistake, so I'll make sure I don't make that mistake. Blinding video, so I'm going to use his instructional videos to do it. But I thought before we jump into everything today, I'll just show you, because I've been working on that quite a bit today, because stupid me thought that just doing all of those little filigree things down the side were, going to be an easy thing to do, but it did take quite a bit of time to do it all. So I'll just put it there just to do what it's doing at the moment. But before we start, hello, Christian from Grantham.
Give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
And you're absolutely right, Gaz. It's been absolutely baking hot in Corby today. As a matter of fact, the last few days has been hot. So I pre-warn you now. I think it's probably a good time actually to show you this. And the reason for that is, let me just hide your thing, is because of this. It's 24 degrees at the moment, so it's extra sunny. And the Queen's weather station says it's really hot. The trouble is, if you have a look at the sky, thunderstorms are incoming. So yes, we are expecting thunderstorms tonight, and they're supposed to be hitting between now and 9 o'clock. So if we lose power, if we lose internet, or things get loud and really rainy, we are expecting thunderstorms tonight. So it's been really hot. I have turned the air conditioning off just while I do the monologue because it puts me off and I can't think of what I was going to tell you about. But I was telling you about this. And Lou, if you've got a sudden increase of viewers to your video for this, it's me watching it again and again and again and again. And you remember I had this idea that I was going to get the motor and the rubber roller and put it on the bottom. Well, the problem we've got which I figure is that the outside of that ring isn't completely flat. So you've got high points and low points. And I think it's going to skip. Not so much if you had it close to that center middle sort of section, this section here, but on the if I was to put a ring down the bottom here, the distance is going to mean that 1 millimeter offset here is going to be like 10 millimeters down here, and I think it's just going to skip. So I completely trashed that idea, and I've been making my own stuff for this. So as you can see, I've been 3D printing stuff in there, a bearings going in there, and I've been 3D printing stuff for this as well. And this is my solution. And I've got a brass rod with bearings on, which go into that. This brass rod is not going to be moving. The space station is going to be moving around these, which means I need a slip ring. But slip rings are quite big, or so you think. Check this slip ring out. This is a slip ring, which fits inside that tube. How cool is that? And all I need is just this end painting out, and this is the end that spins. And let me give you an example of this working. I've put a oh, stand by. I've got to find the blinking wires. I put a light on here so you can see what's going on. But let me put this on. Sorry, it's my color blindness meant that I actually hooked it up to the orange wire rather than the red wire. But it's not a problem. But these wires are really thin. This slip ring was around about let me think, 20 pounds, I think. Did you see that light then? I don't want to keep fiddling with this all night, but yeah, it lights fine. This has got 6 wires coming out of it, but I only need 2. But have you seen a slip ring this big? It's basically 1 centimeter by 5 millimeters. Amazing what you get. So that's going to go into the end there. And on this bit here, I thought I need a solution which is going to turn it and it's not going to have a problem at all. And for that reason, I've gone with belts and pulleys. So all I'm going to do is glue a pulley to the end here, and then I've got these smaller pulleys here to go in. Now, because I'm using a 2 RPM motor, I already did the ratio for this, because that's another thing I didn't figure out, the ratios for it. It's going to spin probably a little bit slower than it needs to. I think it's going to probably do 1 turn every almost minute, I think so. But there we go. Oh, that's what I've been doing there with that. So it's been mathematical. This whole thing has been mathematical. The other thing is that I on the Patreon stream and the YouTube channel member stream, I received this from Chloe, the portable TV mod for Knight Rider. And we had an enormous amount of fun playing with this last night. Now, let me get my QR codes on the screen. You can actually get this from Model Mods. I didn't know what to expect, but this is actually a standalone thing. Look, check this out. Look at it. Do you remember having one of these? I had one of these with a little black and white TV on it. And basically, you can turn it on, and it has a remote control, and hopefully you'll be able to hear this.
Hello, Wayne. Oh, snap. This place is nice. Cute setup, I must say. So I'm going to be a YouTube star now. Well, I better watch my language.
And we could keep changing it.
Well, hello there. Do you wish further information on Silicon Valley? Are you all right? I took the liberty of scanning your vital signs. Your blood pressure is 190 over 120 and your pulse is 100.
I am going to do a little review on that, I think, because I've just been having so much fun with that. But I wanted you to see what that's all about, because we had such a good laugh with that last night. I do now need to turn the aircon on because I am cooking. So that is pretty much what I've been doing. Normally I'd have a whole I'm trying to tidy up. I normally have a whole thing going on about a monologue and what we're going to be doing, but that's been taking up all my time. There is one thing though to show you, and that's for you folks in Germany. And if you are in Germany, you'll be pleased to know that this is now available to pre-order for you, which is, stand by, if you liked Power Rangers, the Megazord. Now, I've just translated this page into German, but you're actually creating these 5 models, should I say, here, which will eventually make this. Now, it's 60 centimeters tall, from what I understand. Look at it. There you go. Metal and ABS, 60 centimeters, easy to empty, fully mobile. LED effects enhance the realistic impression. They are active remotely. So, you know what? I was never a Power Rangers fan. I did watch the movie, though. And I did like the movie. But I just think this is such a cool build. Now, this is out in Germany at the moment. It's already out in France at the moment. So, there's some of the free gifts as well. So, who knows if it's going to ever come to the UK. So, have to see. But, yep, John, Spider Sprue, you're in Germany. You can get it, which is all cool. But how the devil is everyone? Now, Paul Ryder. Paul Ryder hasn't been very well at the moment. Paul's broke his back, and unfortunately, with an infection now, you're laid up in hospital, Paul. And we did wish you well on the Patreon stream today. I'm going to wish you well again now. I hope you are coping. I don't know how hot it is. When my mum was in hospital, it was baking hot in those hospitals. They don't have air conditioning. So I'm hoping you're as comfortable as you possibly can be. But take Sonia's advice and make sure you are resting up, mate. So I hope you are okay. Right. Looks great so far. But I don't know where I'm going to put it, Lou. That's the thing. I want it to be rotating in the background. It's going to have to be with them. You know what? I might have to clear off this top shelf and have it there or something, and have perhaps my gremlin this side. I don't know. It's one of these things where you got to find real estate for models. As a matter of fact, look, can you see what I've got up there? That's the Palomino from the Black Hole, the Mekon, ET, Slimer, Gremlin, Talos. There's an alien behind there, and Robocop. Chris, your Robocop's there now at the moment. And what's that? No idea. Oh, it's the little it's a little Warcraft, not Warcraft, the Warhammer figurine. So there you go. That's what's going on in the background. I keep changing things in here. I can't help myself, but I have been tidying up. I've been having a tidy up now. So that's all good. Ready for whatever the next build is. Last night also, Lou, you'll be pleased to know that we were starting on the Maria, which I've been enjoying, the one with the lights that I'm going to be putting on. So you are truly an inspiration, sir. You love thunderstorms. I don't mind thunderstorms, but it does mean going around the house and then shutting the windows because they've been open all day. We haven't got air conditioning in the UK. If I want air conditioning, I have to come out here, and poor Mrs. World Away and stuck in a bedroom which has been ripped apart because, you know, she thought this would be the greatest time to decorate. So she's been filling holes and doing everything in there. So I believe we've got a painter coming Monday and Tuesday, and I'm just staying away from it. I'll just get too stressed if I get on that. You need a suspension spring. No, I'm not going to be using that idea. I don't need any of that now. So we're all good. We're all good. Well, I mean, the pulley system's great. I've already tried it, to be honest with you. And because this has got teeth in it, it doesn't have to be that tight, as you can see. And it's just going to roll that round. It's going to be great. I actually bought two motors. I've got my 2 RPM one, and I've bought a 30 RPM one as well. So if I want it to go quicker, I can just swap the motors out. But I've already, and I bought wrong bearings as well. So now I think I've got 40 bearings in this house of different millimeters because I keep buying the wrong things. Robbie, the next Titanic build is not going to be next week, probably the week after. Guess what? Tomorrow I'm going to be doing or starting to tackle pack 12 of the LaFerrari. A lot of people are wanting me to do that. There's no way I'm doing the whole pack in one video. It might go over 3 videos. I'm going to break it down into perhaps 3 or 4 stages because there's so much to do in it. But the LaFerrari and the Stingray I will be doing as a broken down video because it's too much to do. I'm just glad I've got over the obstacle of doing that issue 48 of the Back to the Future DeLorean. That was that's been sitting there watching it, and I've just been thinking, I don't want to do the wires. I don't want to do the wires. And I know I'm going to have the same conversation when I'm doing issue 91 of the DeLorean, where we have to piece it together. I'm not looking forward to that at all. World of Wayne. Why is it that every time I'm attending TF Nation in Birmingham, which is happening next week, I cannot watch your stream because it's already there on the way? I don't know. What's TF Nation? I'm not under any well, unless you're bound by a firewall not to watch me. I mean, I am such a controversial figure in the YouTube world, building models, you know. God, it rubs people up the wrong way big time. Oh, you've got storms there at the moment. Yeah, we're going to get it all. I know Reading had it bad a couple of hours ago. But I'm waiting patiently. I like the electric storms, you know, where there's no rain, but there's lightning all over the place. So we'll have to see. Nowhere near as bad as the worst storm I've ever been. Worst storm I've ever been in was in Florida in Disney World, where it was an absolutely lovely evening, and then this thing came out of nowhere, and even I was terrified. Absolutely terrified. That was a pretty nasty thunder, lightning, hail, rain. Oh, terrible. Am I going to finish the GT40? Funny you should say that, Andrew. I've got 2 packs here, which I thought would finish the GT40, but it only takes me up to stage 107. So I've still got 8, 9, and 10. I believe it's 110 stages. There's 3 more stages to do. So I did have, oh, you've got the same as well, 107. So I've got 2 packs. I am going to be doing that next week on the channel, so you can see up to them. Just remember, cut the red wire first. You just got to start a pack of bits for the U96 sub. But I had the first 20 stages, Ian. But it's a great build, and I've got the next 4 to build, actually, but I haven't had a chance to do that yet. Yeah, I will cut away the wires because I don't need 6 wires for a start. And these are those really fit. This is what I'm talking about. For all you Americans, you see how thin these cables are? They're like, I think you call them magnet wire or AWG30 or something like that. We cannot get this wire in the UK. This is imported, this little slip ring. We cannot get that really, really thin wire in the UK. I think the thinnest we do is like, well, you've seen it on this bulb, pretty much this sort of stuff here. So trying to get, when I go to America next, I think I'm just going to get a load of that and bring it back with me. It's a pain to solder and work with, but once it's held in, it doesn't, it works a treat, I have to say. But don't know. I'm hoping, just so you know, all of this up to this stage I have filmed, and the video's all done as well. It's going to be on the channel on Saturday. But if, let me prick this up here, stand by. If you are a YouTube member, I love these segues into this, or a Patreon, I'm going to be putting it on the channel tonight. So you'll be able to watch that video. It's about 25 minutes, and it goes all into Lou's masks, which is like, Lou, you got to check this out. I was waking up with your blooming masks in my butt crack. Look how many are in there. I was trying to suck them up as I went across, but I was just finding them everywhere once you try and get them out. There's 360 of those little blighters. They were on my ears. They were everywhere. It was great. But, I mean, look at it. Lou, just look at it. It's an amazing job you've done. Absolutely amazing job. Not a cloud in the sky where you are. I mean, it's really hot, but the cloud's high at the moment. It's not like thunder clouds, but I'm just going with what the weather report says. And, you know, when I went to, I think it was Florida, actually, that I got into your weather Dopplers on the screen. So I downloaded a Doppler radar. So Leicester's getting, according to this, Ian, thunderstorms at the moment. So let me just show you. The red is where I am at the moment. Leicester's got thunderstorms at the moment. Look. See? So I'm just seeing where we haven't at the moment. I don't know when we're getting it. Let me just have a look. No, we're okay at the moment. But yeah, Leicester, you poor people, you're going to get it. Ian, it's going to be right over you at 8:25 in 10 minutes' time. So good luck with that. Hello, John. Hey, how's it going? John, I was still meant to bring these Gundam models to show. John sent me 8 Gundam models, and they're still in the house at the moment on account that I can't move into I've got 3 stories in my house. Can't move on the 2nd story because, you know, when Mrs. Worldaway, you know what they say about the devil makes work for idle hands? Well, Mrs. Worldaway's now on our school holidays, so I'm not going to be allowed in tonight, am I? I'm live on the 2nd channel, am I? Oh, that's interesting. Stand by. I am. There you go. I don't know if that shut that off. There you go. I didn't even know that was still on my I'm using Restream, you see, so it's whatever the automatic settings were last time. I was wondering if that happened last week as well. No idea. Hello, Welsh Piper. How the devil are you? One of these days, World away, and you'll find an air conditioning remote and unit gone. No, I don't think so. Yeah, that's chained down, Ian. And look at the state of this. I have to keep changing it. I've got paint all over my hands. Hi, Hilda. How's it in sunny Oban? I mean, Scotland's constantly in winter, isn't it? So I don't know if you've got the same sort of weather we're having down here. It is a great mod from Chloe. Chloe gave me a little bit more information regarding this mod. I believe it comes from season 2 of Knight Rider, where I don't know what happened to Kit, but he had to be installed in a portable unit that he could carry around. So that's what that's based on. But from what I understand, I can put it on a shelf here and get Alexa to talk to it. Oops, I hope I didn't set it off. And just give me random comments, which is pretty cool. What's going on in the Netherlands, Pete? End in the Netherlands. Oh, is that Power Rangers model, the Megazord available in the Netherlands as well? That's interesting. Holy crap, I want it. You need to speak in top of the microphone. Yeah, I know. I'm speaking on top. I could lower it down. There you go. Just a touch. Lower it down. I tend to use this one, and I normally have it. There's 2 settings: close, which I am now, or far away. I normally have it on far away, but because I'm always using my lavalier mics here, I'm always moving away, so you can't hear me very well unless I've got my mouth directly over the microphone. But it's me. It's just me getting too excited about things. If you want to order the Tomy Diecast 1350 Enterprise refit, they don't ship to the UK, but I can forward it to you. VAT will suck. I will have a look at it, Ian. I haven't actually had a look at it, but Canadian Starships. How the devil are you? I will take a look, but I'm very much aware that on what's the date today? It's the 1st of August. So today is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So from Saturday the 3rd in the UK, the Orca, the Lego Orca, is available to order. It doesn't come out to the 6th, but if you are a Lego loyalty customer, you can order it from the 3rd. So I'm hoping they'll have it here before the 6th, because next week I might be doing a live stream of building that and see how we go. It'll be one of those ones where I start and then I finish when it's finished. I don't think it'll take too long, but the last time I pieced Lego together, I think I was still watching Play School, and I don't know, what did I watch as a kid? Bugs Bunny, Tom and Jerry, that sort of thing. Hello, Diego. How's it going? And Eric over on Facebook. How are you? Just short of 2 foot tall. I was trying to match that off with my head. You know, my head. If anyone wants a measurement for my head, look, there we go. My head's around about, I don't know, 10 inches. So it's 2 of them anyway. So, you know, it's getting close to Optimus Prime territory. I understand, just so you know, I think the stands are coming out later in August. So we've all been waiting for bases for this. I believe they're coming out in August. Looks like DLXD may have a few new items this month. Let's hope so. Don't know. I know that, well, John let me know last night on the Spider Sprue on the member stream about that. You've been here since 8:30 Danish time. Hello, Paul Jordan. My wife is very happy that my builds don't stick around when they're done. They go off to clients. Well, you know, I have to be really relentless of what models I keep now, you know. So, I mean, I've got Knight Rider. I've still got Ecto 1 here. And everything you see in the background. Any build that I built myself, like the ET spaceship, the Orca, the Time Machine, the American Werewolf in London, even the Shark in resin, I've kept. So they're still here. But most of the other things have gone. That underground man cave is more needed. Well, I mean, I said I could take a trip to see Colin first, but I'm sure if it ever get done here, I'd have to do what he did. It have to be in secret, because my neighbours wouldn't want that around here, I tell you. Where did you get the World of Wayne neon sign? I've got no idea. Ian, where did you get the World of Wayne sign? Mr. Mojo, this workshop was actually built for me while I was away. It was a clandestine secret that I knew nothing about until I returned back from Scotland to find a workshop had been built. And Ian Campbell in chat there was responsible for that, and another guy called Dan Goldman, and they collaborated with Mrs. World of Wayne. So everything you see here, if there's anything that you want to question, then the best person to ask is Ian, because I've just decorated it. But that was already created here. So speaking of hospitals, a close family member got a shocking medical diagnosis today. What was that, Bergdis? That's not good news. The problem with the Power Rangers is it's 6 issues per pack, so I have to wait for some models. Do you know how many packs it is? I can't, because I'm translating it from the German site, and it hasn't translated everything perfectly, if you know what I mean. And my German is completely, you know, I wouldn't even say it's basic, but I can kind of get by. I can pick out the odd word. Not sure what issue Fan Home has, but pack 10 for my DeLorean has been paid for in June, but still preparing packages, still not been shipped yet. Eric, I don't know, because are you based in you're in Wisconsin, aren't you? What the hell? Oh, that was that almost fell off there. I don't know what's happening. I know some of you are having the same problem I have with my Lotus, which is now rectified. That I was waiting for pack 6 of the Lotus, and I got all the way to pack 10 before they sent pack 6 out. So I couldn't continue anyway. But I don't know. We'll have to see. You do your best to say you're exactly like me, Mike King. I hate decorating. I cannot stand decorating. I don't mind painting models. When it comes to painting bedrooms, not so much. Oh, thank you for... Wow, I didn't know that notifies me now. Well, welcome to the channel, Alex Paneas. So you can never accuse Wayne of losing his bearings. Yeah, I've got 14 bearings here. The thing is that... I'll tell you why. Here's the problem. The problem was that I ordered this piping here, but it turns out that was too big. So I had ordered bearings for this when I realized I needed this, because that fits that. So everything was on what I can get in this pulley system here. So I've got 5 of these as well. These are things that, yeah, I need a stash, like you know how Adam Savage on Tested has boxes just of stuff that are labeled random metal tubes, I don't know, bearings and all that. I can imagine me having all of that around here, but I'm having no luck with deliveries at the moment. I ordered 2 bottles of Model Air white grey, kind of like an insignia, and they sent me camo green. Now I know I'm colorblind, but yeah, so I'm having to sort that out at the moment, which is why that's been painted with my Army Painter colors again. So all fun. Enjoying the ISS build. I am enjoying it. I did mention this again to the members last night, that even on the video, it looks like there's big, massive seams in it. There is seams in it, but you got to remember that the cameras are zoomed really closely up. So a tiny seam that, you know, you see for your naked eye, but it doesn't look too bad, is going to look like the Grand Canyon on these cameras. It's not as bad as it looks, trust me. But there is seams on it. And I can feel it. I could feel it, I suppose. Any thoughts on continuing Maximilian? Maximilian is still down there at the moment, but at the moment, this came along, and Phil Siegel keeps telling me I need to do my 1350 refit, so I'm probably going to go back to that when I finish that, because it's one of these things that every model builder has to do the refit once, or 4 times in Phil's case. Bless him. Dante's Inferno here in Pennsylvania. God, you're having some bad weather. Normally, if you have really hot weather in the east coast of America, we'll get it a week later. But if every time you have your good weather, we have the thunderstorms from that. Pretty crazy. Oh, it's a Transformers convention. Transformers 1 came out in the cinema. I haven't. What's that like? Has anyone seen that? I saw Deadpool Wolverine. That was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant film. Are you spinning? No, I'm doing it on the second, Wayne. I always do it on the second, not the first, because you tend to find sometimes when people are updating, there's normally problems processing and stuff like that, and it normally rectifies by the second. So I didn't think it's fair to draw it on the first. So that's why I draw it on the second. But this time I have got some stuff to give away. I did show this last night. I got a T-shirt. I've got a die-cast Millennium Falcon. I've got a couple of die-cast cars now, and I've got a T-shirt from the merch store. Thunderstorms start after Bodmin, so we just get heavy rain. Bodmin, is there still a beast on Bodmin, Chris? Is there some sort of werewolf roaming Bodmin Moor? That was a thing a few years ago, wasn't it? Actually, that's probably more like 10, 20 years ago, wasn't it? The beast of Bodmin Moor. I know. Yeah, Google has changed the algorithm. So search engine optimization normally used to go by keywords and what they call it, engagement. So when you comment, the engagement goes up, and the more comments you get, the more your video will rise to the top of the SEO. So when people point out your mistakes, which I don't do them deliberately, but then that's really good because it's engagement. Even if people tell me my video is terrible and I don't deserve to be on YouTube, then that engagement is a good thing for me. So silver linings. But yeah, now it's likes. Likes is a big. They've gone back to likes again. Now on YouTube, they took away the negative likes, so you can still dislike videos, but I don't get to see how many people dislike my video. But likes is a big thing. So if you haven't like this video, if please. It's all the innuendo on the channel that gets it blocked. I don't mean to say innuendo. It just comes out. See? Oh. One of the criticisms of the Lancaster was the lack of wing dihedral. Was that rectified? I've emailed you a pic that perfectly shows the dihedral. The dihedral, John, is meant to be 7 degrees from what I understand. I understand it's been fixed, but we haven't seen the wings yet, so we don't know. So in the prototype, there wasn't one. But I will show you the 7 degrees on Saturday, because I said I'm at an air show on Saturday where the Just Jane Lancaster is, the NX611, I think it is. So I'm going to be watching that taxi, and there's a mosquito taxi in as well, and there's an air show going on. And the weather's supposed to be nice, so I'm just going to sit there and chill out for the whole day. I did ask Mrs. Wayne if she wanted to go, and she looked at me horrified as if to say I'm just going to completely wipe out her day by her just sitting in the field. So my brother's coming with me instead. It's not a thing. I saw your Skyline video, Will. It looks good. I've got mine down here as well. All good. I will bring you some of that wire next time we're in. Yeah, definitely, Steve. Steve, I got your thing on Patreon. I'll respond back to it after the stream, because I've just had to do exactly the same thing as what you've done, and it's hard to get through, big time. So, yeah, welcome to my world. That's my burner. That's my burner YouTube account. No thunderstorms at the moment, Ian. There's thunderstorms. It says right here, and it's not lying. But you're a bit further north. It says it's really bad as well, Ian. So it should have passed you around about 9:30 now. It's saying 9 and 9:30. So you know it's stick your head out the window. You might hear it. Hiya, Mark Paris. How's it going? Okay, you're getting your Speedos on. There's nothing in Leicester at the moment. There's got to be something in Leicester. That was you sent that at 8:15. So I'm wondering if you're going to say there's what weather app is that, Wayne? It's just called Weather and Radar. That's it. It's not. I don't have an Apple phone. I use Android. It's just called Weather and Radar. Yeah, the live lightning things. I do like a good thunderstorm, but you know I prefer to be inside. I don't want to be under a tree or anything. The wire you had on those pre-wire bulbs, you can get thinner. I generally use 30. Well, that's what I used for the time machine, Anthony. The 30AWG. Brilliant stuff, but it ran out and I couldn't get any more. As a matter of fact, it was Phil who actually gave me that wire when I was out in LA with him. You finished kit and it worked perfectly. My brother came over today. I put the batteries in to show him, and nothing works. I'm leaving as it is. Not going to strip it down. If you check the watch battery, Mark, because sometimes the watch battery isn't strong enough. I'm doing okay, Ramon. No problems at all. We're getting back into the swing. This is the second live stream in a row where there hasn't been a break. I don't like having breaks in live stream, so it is hard to find your feet again after that. But there you go. Wayne, I was out on Friday getting more kids, so I have another one for you. John, do you send away for them, or do you have like a local supplier for them that would go out of business if you weren't there? What's your favorite build? I don't know. I've got loads. I do like the builds which I've done myself. You know, these the kit models where you get to put a lot of your own flair and your own personality into them. I'm always going to love those models. But things like this the Optimus Prime is amazing. I think Knight Rider was amazing. So I don't know. I liked the Bismarck. That was a good build. I'm enjoying the U-boat. But yeah, I don't know. I've done so many now, Pinky's one-offs, that they all... it wouldn't be fair to pick a best, I don't think. You've been bitten by the bug. You've got 10 builds on the go. That's not my problem. I didn't do that. You can't blame... Actually, you can blame me if you want. Yeah, 3 builds are home. I don't know if I'm unique in starting modeling at almost 66. You know what? My demographic, Gail, is between 60 and 75 are the main viewers on the channel. So perhaps it's a retirement thing or just something to keep your mind active. I don't know. But I mean, I'm only just... Well, I say I'm just 50. How old? I'm a 51 now. I'm 51. Oh my God. I thought I was 50 still. Yeah, I'm 51 now. But I've been doing this now since 2016. So 8 years. And the thing with model building is it's always different. There's always a challenge. It's not the same thing every single time. So that's why it keeps you hooked. So what's the second channel? The second channel, Welcome to the World, Welcome to My World, used to be a channel where I would do either personal messages for people and keep them unlisted. If I'm going away somewhere and I want to film like Stonehenge, I'd put it on that channel as well. Or if I've got a member stream going on, but I also want to do it to my patrons as well, then I would put an unlisted video on that Welcome to the World channel so the patrons can view the same video. Which is why at the moment I'm streaming this stream to 2 YouTube channels. But I will delete it from the other channel because I don't normally do that. So you think you're going to get a split unit for the workshop soon? That could be cool. Well, we had rain this morning, Rose Piper, and it watered the garden, so that saved me a job today. But yeah, well, us British, we moan about the weather all the time. It's too cold. It's too hot. The problem with... I don't know what like North Carolina's like in the summer after the rains. Nothing like California, but it just gets so humid. And I have to go in just to, because you can hardly breathe. It's so humid. I hate it. Wayne, are you still doing the U-boat? I am, Ramon. I just mentioned that. I'm hoping that's going to be out on the channel next week. So you'll be able to see that. Weather is by M. Fish Weather. Michael Fish Weather. Does anyone know about Michael Fish? In you Americans, you probably don't know. The night before, October 23rd, 1987, I think it was something like that. He said some woman's phoned up and said there's going to be a hurricane. He says, well, let me assure you there won't be, but it is going to be a little bit rainy. And the next day, half of England was destroyed by a hurricane. So he had to eat his words on that. That was a crazy night. I still remember that like yesterday. The Great Storm of 1987. You have to Google it. You getting the Legend of Batman collection? Probably not. So I've got no room for books in the house, to be honest with you, Howard. It's been a cracking day for a change. Yes, you will get the Megazord from Fanhome. So all of you people that are abroad in the EU, I'm guessing. So I'm guessing that's in the whole of the EU. We're not in the EU. How many of you are going to be getting this Megazord then? I didn't know that was going to be a really big thing. I thought it was a niche market, but everyone that I mention it to is like, oh my God, I want it. I need it. I want it. So, look, Carl, look, he's in Leicester. He can hear it. There you go. Fanhome have started to deliver to the UK using Every. I've had loads of distribution items turn up, not in the best condition. Not surprised, I guess, of Every. Well, I'm getting it from Yodel, Ian. And as a matter of fact, I've got 9 boxes. I had 5 delivered today, and I've got another 4 delivered tomorrow. I haven't had a problem yet. But then again, I am kind of friendly with my Yodel driver because he just stands outside the gate because he won't come in while the dogs are barking. And the dogs go absolutely crazy. So he hasn't even got a knock. As soon as the dogs go crazy, I come out to save him. You're in Canada and it's raining. The thing with the UK, if you don't like the weather in the UK, wait 5 minutes. You'll be okay. Anyone needing a sign, just search in web browser for bespoke neon sign. Okay. What's the life of these, Ian? Because, you know, I have this on all the time when I'm doing these videos. So I must have burnt a few hours now and it's still as bright as anything. Thank you, Jacob. You got 10 more issues remaining of your R2. Have you managed to source batteries yet, Robert? Because a lot of places in the UK are sold out of these 18650 batteries. The links that I have in my video, I think, lead to out of stock items at the moment. So if anyone is doing the R2D2 and they still want to get batteries in the US, UK, wherever you are in the world, just search 18650 batteries, unprotected, very important, unprotected, button top. If it's protected, then it's not going to work. If it doesn't say it's protected or unprotected on the if it doesn't say it's protected on the description, chances are it's protected. So you definitely want it to make sure it says unprotected. So the Megazord is 120 issues, right? Okay, I have to remember that. They all blend in. Nothing's 100 issues anymore, is it? Hello, John. How's it going? How's all you channel members getting on with the links at the end of my video? So I've changed the end of the video. If you watch past the credits to where it recommends videos, I've taken my videos off of that now, and I actually start featuring any of my Patreon or channel members' videos up there. So because whereas on the start of this stream, I used to have their little logo from the YouTube channel, which didn't really say what the YouTube channel's about, and the QR code, hardly getting any scans for them. So I'm hoping by putting your actual video at the end of my videos, you may be able to get some more footfall. The other thing is, if people have left the video running, it tends to go when people are watching it. The next video is one of those 3 that I put in there. So I have to see. Here comes the rain, baby. Oh, that's not good, Bergdis. That's not good at all. Hopefully they've caught it quickly, though. Having the same problem with my DeLorean in California. It's been since March since I received the package. Yeah, I got an email about that today from someone as well. See, the DeLorean I've got here, I've actually got up to issue 79 here now. But I've been putting it off and putting it off. And some of them were delayed, but because I've put it off for so long, I mean, I think it's been 5 months or something since I last did a DeLorean video. The one that I was missing came. But there you go. The Snoopy house. Yeah, I saw that as well. Let me go back to Fan Home Germany. So Snoopy. Snoopy, Charlie Brown and stuff wasn't really that big. I don't think in the UK. That's more of a German thing. I could be wrong. But you're absolutely right. If I can't even find it now. I was on a website earlier from D'Agostini, I think it was, and they had some sort of Snoopy collection. D'Agostini, Germany. I'm sure it was Germany. D'Agostini, Deutschland. Yeah, here we go. Look, check this out. What there? What's going on? Stand by. That's not good. There we go. No, not that one. Not that one. No, it was that one. So it was on here. There, look, so we've got the Moomin house, but you got a Snoopy house. Check that out. I'll be honest, I never watched Charlie Brown. Never watched it. So Peanuts, Snoopy, I don't know. Are they the same thing? That's my knowledge on the whole thing. I don't know anything. I was a big Garfield fan when it comes to things like that. I love Garfield. Phil could do yours. You're not going to touch the refit. It's one of those models that I think you need to do all your life and take your time on, because it's a challenge. Confessions of a YouTube model builder. I've got 2 of the 350 refits on my shelf, but I've never touched them. Too many other building them on video. Wow. I mean, I've got the one here. Phil's going to fill me in on some of my missing parts. I've got a warped nacelle, which I need to fix. And where I made a mistake on my saucer, I'm going to have another bash at that. But it is a right Apache build, I think. Because the first effort I had was good, but there are fit issues, big time. Big time fit issues. It's a chilly 97 degrees Fahrenheit in North Carolina. But you've got aircon in the house though, right, Lou? We don't have that luxury. If we want aircon, we just have to blow on each other. Ah. I'm just thinking, can you imagine if the houses nowadays have aircon installed in them? The electric bill would be phenomenal. It's crazy. I mean, my electric bill, get this, right, has gone from £175 a month, £175 a month to just over £100 a month in the summer. So it goes to show how much we're spending in the winter. £175 a month is crazy. But energy in the UK is terrible anyway. Petrol's £1.39 a litre at the moment. If you Americans are interested in that, I don't know what that equates to gallons. I'm getting through it. I'm getting through it. I'm only 10 minutes behind at the moment. I get them for Forbidden Planet here in Newcastle. Oh, where's that? Is that in the city, John? Because you know what? I'm coming up to Scotland in December. We actually leave on the 23rd. What we tend to do is go to Scotch Corner, go across country to Penrith and the Lake District, and then go through Glasgow to Callander, where we're staying. But on the way back, we normally go round Edinburgh down the A1. So we're past Berwick-Annock and into Newcastle. So that could be a visit. We're coming back on the 27th of December. So that might be a fun trip. You're only 52. You don't fit my I don't fit my demographic, Anthony. But since I started the channel, get this, like, it's encouraging that younger generations, 18 to 24-year-olds, used to be about 1 or 2% of my audience. That's at now 7 and 8%. So that's encouraging, I think. 51, you're a whippersnapper. Yeah, but I've got 3 brothers. It's this grey beard, yeah? And everyone who sees us thinks I'm one of the oldest. But since I shaved this part of the beard off, it's made me a bit younger. Trust me, if I shave this off, I will look like a child. I'd have to dye these grey out my eyebrows, I think, and perhaps wear a toupee. But yeah, I haven't got many wrinkle lines. I think I'm getting there. I got smile lines. That's what it is. Smile lines in my glasses. I got you into Partworks. There you got 7. Oh, I'm sorry, Berg. This. I'm just a young lad to me. 70's great. 70's the new 50, apparently, according to the government, because, you know, they keep raising our pension age. You honestly don't know how many builds you keep getting parcels, but not looked at one for over 3 years. What are you doing then? Just stacking them up in a garage, Ian? I hope you enjoy your air show at East Kirby and Lincolnshire on Saturday. Yeah, it's going to be cool. I'm going to probably get there for about 10 o'clock. I don't think the flying starts till midday, but I can have a breakfast there. It's about a 2-hour drive from me, from Corby here. I said my brother's going with me. I don't know if there's tickets still available, but the tickets were like £25 for this air show. I didn't get a chance to go last year because, unfortunately, last year the weather was god awful and it had to be called off. So I'm glad this year they're going to be able to run the event. Do you ever build 125 scale models? No, I've done 1.6, 1.8, 112, 132, 2600. But no, 1.350. No, I've never done 125. But at the weekend, as I said, I'm going to be on Sunday showing you the 143 scale Le Mans collection, which is coming out. So actually, you can get it now if you follow that link there, which is pretty cool. Let me go back to chat there. There we go. You're getting loads of traffic from you advertising my videos, Wayne. Much appreciated. Many thanks. That's brilliant news. I'm glad that's worked because I wanted to do. I always want to do something for my patrons and channel members, and if it's not performing, then I'll work it up and do something else, which is all cool. Craig, Simflord, you're absolutely right. For some reason, your name isn't on the side of that workshop, and I don't know why. Because I took a picture, and I remember doing your one because I put a little musical note next to your name, and it's not on the picture. I don't know what I did, unless it was one of the last ones I did. So that's being done as we speak. I'm just waiting for another tag to come through. So don't panic. That's going to be up there. Have you? I haven't received the Tumblr, Ian, but that's a sore subject at the moment because, again, on the Patreon stream last night, what we were doing, we were fixing things. So with the Lancia I'm building, I didn't have a part delivered. It got delivered, so we fitted it. With a Tumblr, with the one of the, here we go again. With one of the ailerons, I broke a part off of it, and I ordered a new one. So took it apart on the Patreon stream last night, only to realize the new one I ordered was from the wrong pack, so I couldn't use it. So one of my ailerons doesn't work, but there you go. Peanuts was big here in the US. So what's Peanuts and what's Snoopy? Am I right in saying Peanuts is the cartoon name, but Snoopy is the dog? Or was the dog called Peanuts? I don't know. That's my knowledge of the whole thing. And the only Charlie Brown that I used to watch was he tried to kick a ball and some girl would take it away from him. And there's some guy who played the piano all the time. And another kid who used to walk around with a permanent dust cloud with him. That's my knowledge of Charlie Brown. That's weird. Get in the chat, but my internet is down. That's crazy. Oh, it's available in the UK as well, Mark's Mods. I wasn't aware of that. Wow. In what issue do you talk about the batteries for the R2-D2? I do start mentioning it, Pete, early on in the build. And I think I mention it nearer when we start to get the... I can't remember because I've done the build series twice. I don't know when I mentioned it. I think I mentioned it a lot earlier on the second time I did the build. I'll have to find out. But towards the later half, like the last 20 videos, I have put in the video descriptions where to get them from. Ah, okay. Besides Garfield, I like Calvin and Hobbes. I like Jim Davis. I liked Jim Davis did Orson's Farm as well with a pig and a duck. But I don't know what happened to that. Is that still going, Orson's Farm? No idea. They should make a Hong Kong Fooey part work. It's 93 here in rainy 93. That's crazy. You know what? I really, Wayne, really want to come to Florida next year. I just want to, I need hot weather and just to chill out and go on an airboat and visit Kennedy Space Center and, you know, perhaps do the Disney thing in Universal, but I do like more of the other stuff. You have the refit and the NX01 to do. You're going to be busy. You're going to be busy. Seriously, the 1350 refit is like doing the HMS Victory. It's daunting. It scares me. When models scare you, you know you've got issues. That DeLorean scared me today before I did that build. That was crazy. If you need parts for the refit, you have extra bits. Oh, Gary, thank you very much. I'll bear that in mind. I do have plenty of Paul from Paragraphics parts. I've got them already here. I've got a lot of the add-ons as well. It's just the actual basic model that the bits are either broken or bent or I've cocked up something. With solar, your annual electric was 145 and I get back 120 on exported power. That's crazy. £175 a week. Sorry, a month, Chris, I pay. And yeah, this is where the rain's saying the rain's coming. So you never know. Remember, if the lights flicker, we're in a thunderstorm. Gas here in Toronto, Canada is $1.60 a litre. $1.60. Is that dollars? $1.60? $1.60? Your viewer demographics sound similar. Yeah, it's crazy. It changed. But you know what? The biggest freak out that I had on this channel is when I first started this channel, as you could probably expect, 50% of my audience was UK. I think 25% was USA, 5% was Germany, and I think another 5% was Australia, and then the rest of the world was all the rest of them. Now I get more Americans watching me than UK. UK is about, I don't know, 30%, something like that. Americans probably about 45%. The demographics really shifted. And when Wayne and Mrs. World of Wayne go to Scotland, we should all root and line wave to them. Oh, bless. You're 35, been interested in model building. Not that I'm very good at it. You've got to start somewhere, I tell you. You should do the part work because all you got to do is putting things together with part works. And then when it comes to doing any of these kit models, do more of like Slimer up here. Slimer was just a paint job on a 3D printed part from Ian, Partwork Upgrades. Renosian, how the devil are you? You're considering building a Lego model of the Titanic wreck that will be 2 meters long. Need to design a list of pieces I will need. Will take 3 years, methinks. Well, we'll see how I get into Lego, Renosian, because hopefully that, I said, when it comes, you'll know. I'll let you know when I'm doing the live stream. But if I'm doing a live stream, I warn you now, it will be one of these ones that start at 8 a.m. in the morning. So, Lou, if you want to watch 87654, you're going to have to get up at like 3 a.m. to watch me. I'll be finished by the time you get up. And with Phil, I mean, he won't go to bed. It must be like 11 o'clock at night or something. The Le Mans collection is great. That's brilliant. Wayne Watson, welcome to the YouTube members channel. Remember to keep checking the community tab or the post tab, because I do post a specific members post in that tab. The SR71's in Essex at the moment. I've put some of my models in Essex when I'm down there with the kids and we're staying at Esther's mum's house. I keep it there, so I've got something to do. It's mainly on account that I haven't got room for it here as well, Anthony. So that's why I keep it down there. There's plenty of space in that workspace I've got down there to display things, which is cool. Dylan's Denner Models. I like that name. How's it going? Peanuts is the cartoon name. Ah, gotcha. And Snoopy is the dog's name. I thought that might be the thing. Last night's picture was presented by the AAIB. Pigpen had the dust cloud around him. Look, everyone knows what it is. I can't figure that out myself, Craig, because I counted them as well. I don't know what happened. I haven't got a clue. But I'm sorting it. Because every name is on that workshop. So there was one who would drag a blanket around with him as well. Linus has the blanket. Look, everyone knows the names of them. A premium member. You're up in the world. There we go. Thank you, Wayne. So this is the comprehensive Peanuts, the cartoon strip. Characters include Charlie Brown, Snoopy, Lucy, Pigpen, etc. A daily and weekly cartoon series in US newspapers. Later on, many TV shows were developed. So I've got to ask this because with your American press and newspapers, do you still get cartoons in the papers? Because we don't anymore. We used to have things like Haga the Horrible. In the Daily Express, they used to have Garfield and stuff like that. But comic strips seem to be a thing of the past now. They don't put them in papers anymore. For such an infamous issue, you'd think they would have re-engineered those batteries for the new release. Yeah, they're the Ark of the Covenant is easier to find than those batteries. Crazy stuff. I mean, but then again, it's the same batteries that you've got in these. You know, the UV pens? That takes one 18650 battery, but the ones in here, I don't think are button top. They're button top. Look. See, that's a 18650 battery. I don't have an AA battery here to show you. But this one, though, just checking if it's protected. Doesn't say. Doesn't say if it's protected. That's the danger, that you might get one which turns out to be protected. And because R2 has a protection circuit, they sort of like clash with each other and just shut the power off. So they don't work. Now I can't get the lid on this UV lights. But if you've got one of these UV lights, chances are you've got a 18650 battery in it. Thank you, Dennis. You meet us in Orlando. I need to afford it because, you know, to go to Orlando, I'm going to need to sell a kidney, I think. Steve. Some places are hitting 110 in the States. A couple of years ago, we hit 40 degrees C here. I don't know what that equates to, but I'm guessing that's up near those numbers. Orson's farm was called US Acres. Oh, right, okay. Here in the States. Jim Davis was born in the next county over from me in Indiana. He donated a Garfield statue to every town in the Grand. Wow. I loved Orson's farm. And if the Garfield Christmas special has an Orson's Farm feature in it as well, yeah, that's how mad I was with Garfield. I love Garfield. Hiya, DRN. How's it going? Your refit enterprise is going up for sale. I don't have time for it. Guy, I know where you're coming from, Anthony. You said mine's still down there. So I will get onto it. I've been to Florida 4 times, Carl. I went in 97, 2002, 2003, and 2007. It's been like a long time, 15, 16 years since I last went to Florida. You served on the recovery ship for Gemini 4, 5, 9, and 7. Is that in the 1960s? Ship was the USS Wasp, CVS 18, home ported in Boston. Wow. Where's the best place to order R2D batteries? At the moment, Dylan, I really wish I could help you, but because they're out of stock everywhere, just do what I say. If you, I'll put it in chat, just search for 18650 batteries, unprotected, button top. If it meets those 3 criteria, you can get them. They cost around about, I don't know what it equates to US, £6.99 roughly. So I'm guessing about $10 a battery, something like that. It is running fast. I can't believe it's 9 o'clock already, and I've been chatting. And once again, I time it so I get right to the very bottom of chat when we finish. That's amazing. I didn't plan that at all. Okay, so tomorrow the video might be out a little bit later because I am going to be working on this LaFerrari. It's not going to be the full pack. I'll tell you that now. I'm going to try and get about an hour's worth of video footage, which will probably make a 10 to 15 minute video, and we'll see where we go from there. And then on Saturday, I will have the next part of this space station. But for you Patreon and channel members, I'll make sure that's up just after the stream, so you'll be able to see that. But thank you all for joining me tonight. Take care.